been bought here, so then it got released. So I mean, that's it hit in other countries, but for some reason we really like the idea of coming out here, don't we? We've been invited by lots of other places, with Japan and Mexico, all sorts of places.
Really, there just hasn't been time to go there because we were working on this and then we've been working on the third book, and it just happened.
It came at the right time. I was like, oh yeah, we really want to go. Because neither of us have been here before. This is our first time, and it is fantastic. We love it. And we've been doing quite a lot of travelling. We've been in the car a lot, but we've been putting it all over. It's it's fantastic. We're having a great time. Being treated really nicely.
Oh, it's been wonderful.
Yeah. So there, that's about it, really. Oh yeah, it's nice. No, we love it.
Yeah, and you're writing as a team. I'd like to ask you how did you come up with the idea to write a novel and especially novels to write a series?
Shall I?
Yeah, do you want to
we talked about, since 1980, all the way back to 1980, we talked about working together at some point. But I'd taken a job in the city, which sort of, I was doing very long hours and didn't see an awful lot of Brian. I used to go to the odd show where he'd have shows, pictures, exhibitions. But it wasn't until I was made redundant in 2001 that I could actually sort of spend more time with Brian and talk about these ideas that we'd come to.
We've got these plans. We'd sit around just throwing ideas out. So we'd have these. We always talked about work and writing and things like that.
So we did a screenplay, and it was such fun. It took us 2 or 3 months to do.
Yeah,
it was really good fun.
And it was a great. We realised it was really good working together as well. So.
We were looking around for the next thing to do, and my wife said, "Why don't you do a book for younger readers?" And we hadn't really ever thought about it, but it came together very quickly.
Yeah.
And I remember one night where we both started to talk about the ideas, and it's just suddenly it was like we were both possessed.
Yeah, it was like being possessed
by these ideas,
by these characters, and it was also because it was one of those things that started just slowly going, what would you write? I was saying, well, this could be that. And then Rod, started talking about this idea about a boy who's obsessed with thing, and then I had an idea about a secret street and all that. So I was thinking when they came together, it was like suddenly the next thing we know, we had a table just filled with pieces of paper and all these like ideas. We all we very quickly almost had a chapter in one sitting. It was amazing. And after that, then that was it. Then it taken over our lives. So the next year and a half,
we often say it was like that night we fell into a tunnel ourselves. We were there in the darkness. We didn't really know where this tunnel was going, but there was almost no alternative but to keep going.
You had to,
and we just kept going. We kept going, and every now and then one of us would get tired, and the other one would sort of prop him up and support him, and we just keep marching this tunnel. And it really, I suppose in a way, it wasn't until we had that little voice in the distance, that Barry Cunningham chicken out yelling, "Come here, come here!" And then we came into the light.
And then, because then we were happy just to be almost obscure in a way, but had a book out there, if we could sell the amount we had, that would be fine. But when it became taken up by Barry, and then it became a case of a serious amount of books going out. It was very strange, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That process suddenly was, this is serious now. Suddenly it's, and again, we're still always, constantly surprised that it's like when people go, we love it. Are you sure it's our book you like? Are you sure you can never quite believe, it's what's happened. It's brilliant.
You're still fascinated by history and archaeology.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've lifelong. Just Rod, you as a boy.
I've got to. I think every kid loves to dig in their garden and think that they're going to discover something, even if it's sort of little bits of pottery or glass or something. You dig it out and you're delighted with that. Yeah, that is treasure to you, isn't it? But my great-great-grandfather was William Butler, and he was really one of the first geologists, even before the discipline of geology was really thought of as sort of a science, I suppose. And he investigated, and he gave the first talk on a dinosaur called the Megalosaurus, even before the word dinosaur had been coined. That didn't come 20 years later. And I think through my father and his interest in our ancestor, that sort of percolated its way into my life.
Yeah.
So it's always been there in a way. And your childhood.
I grew up in a mining community in Africa, so it was like copper mining. So I was surrounded by the idea of men going underground and that sort of thing. So I had friends who, you know, dug all the things. So yeah, again, obsessed with the idea of things, you know, from an early age, aware that there was something beneath your feet, there were people active underground. So, you know, so I think it has been part of our whole lives.
So we are both fascinated by archaeology
and we still,
and paleontology. We're not certainly can't say that we're experts in it.
No.
We have friends who know an awful lot more than us.
Yeah,
and we ask
pick their brains.
Wherever we go, we love it. There's always a sort of underground aspect, the tunnels or something.
Even today we were told, the hotel we were at the Hilton, and someone told us, she said, you know, there's a tunnel right under here. You know, these tunnels that were dug between the buildings. And so you know, everywhere you go, every major city has tunnels.
Our immediate reaction, we want to go down.
We wanted to go down. Can we go down? No. So yeah, so we're still obsessed.
So do you think this idea of a London city could be real?
I'd like to think it was.
I think in our minds it is real.
It is real, yeah. And so I'd like to think, because there's so many, as I say, you know, we found out so many cultures that, you know, had